If you are watching the show, watching on Facebook, and you have any comments, please hit us up in the chat. If you want to call in, the number is 816-599. If you are watching the show, 93. Watching on Facebook, Stacy, you have explain what just was happening. Just because, what was that? What was going wrong? For
Mr. Walker is getting fired again. And the professor's supposed to be helping. I just don't. I tell you, good work. What's it called? Is good help hard to find?
Hard help. Good help is hard to find.
Good help is hard to find. Hey, Mr. Singleton, nice to see you.
Okay.
What's going on?
Well, coming up.
Keep going.
Coming up on the show today is our question of the day, which is, how do I master the dating apps? So what we are going to do today is we are going to
We, as in JP and I,
we're going to set up a profile for Stacy D on several dating apps. Okay? And so, Stacy D, are you ready? Because it's on today. This is like Valentine's Day.
Okay.
What's going wrong? You got to be kidding
I'm
me.
allergic to therapists.
I need you to pull it together.
I'm allergic to people getting fired. That's not good engineers in the radio station.
Oh my God.
Who loves it? But we ain't getting messed up.
Oh, Lord.
Okay.
Gee, what is...
I got a hair appointment after the show, so it don't matter. You got to look right on the show.
Can we... Okay, the dating apps. Are you ready to set up the dating apps?
Let's get it going.
And so, hopefully, you're probably going to end up firing Mr. Walker and the professor several times because...
2.2 seconds.
I'm hoping we're going to be able to set up your profile on the air. Okay.
Let's do it. I'm excited.
Yeah, this should be fun.
Yes,
so
it is.
We have that coming up later in the show. Before we get to that, Stacy D, what's your check-in?
Oh my God, it's been terrible. So everybody knew last week, Dream was coming home. Do everybody know who Dream is?
The dog that you've been naming for 9 months.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ever since Sire got killed.
And you came up with a name that was not even on the list of names of possibilities.
I dreamed it up.
Okay.
So, and plus it's I'm getting a girl this time. So, oh my God, so I'm getting ready. Friday morning, I'm trying to find out who's going to take me to go get Dream and everything. And oh my God, I get the phone call about 11 o'clock that Dream died.
What?
Yeah, yes. Everybody was like, all my kids were like, Mom, are you okay? You okay? I'm like, yes, but why come I just can't get a baby?
How the dog died? The dog
got sugar shock. She was only 1 pound and like 5 ounces. So it's so easy because it's a small breed that they're easy to get sugar shock. So she got sugar shock. I mean, because I have all these things, like I have to like put a little syrup in her water. I mean, I've been really reading because when I got the breeder I had when I bought Sire, I couldn't get Sire until he was 3 pounds and he was like 4 months old because there's such a small breed.
Lord.
And
dog diabetes.
Basically, yeah.
Okay,
it's because
I've
they're
never
so
heard of
little.
sugar shock,
It's because they're so
diabetes.
little. Yeah, they're so little. So they have to have a certain amount of sugar in their body, and evidently it went down too far. And Dream died. Right now they do have a dog that is pregnant, but she's pregnant. Should give what's this February? By March she should give birth to the babies. Then 8 weeks out. March, April, May. So hopefully about May or June, I have a baby. But then I'm just waiting. Well, hell, I might as well wait till October because I want the baby born in October anyway. So it could be like my birthday to me, you know. You know, Sarah was born October the 10th, and my birthday's October the 13th. So
I'm sorry to hear this happened.
Yeah, but it's not that bad because I really hadn't had a connection. Because unlike this
you
breeder,
never met the dog.
No, but I
you've been
could be
going through this-
FaceTiming, but this breeder is
FaceTime?
different. Yeah, this breeder
With
is
the dog?
different than the breeder was when I had Sire. Because when I was with Sire, that breeder, I could call them and I could talk to my baby and we could FaceTime and they was taking pictures. This breeder is not as, let me find the word, don't want to be as nice.
Okay, this was a long process. I'm clearly the only person shocked here. You went through a long process of waiting for the breeder to make the dogs and the dog get pregnant and then the dog was born and then the dog couldn't come home for months. This has been going on.
No, this dog was just born, I think, it's sometime in January.
This whole process though,
Yeah.
from start.
Well, I was supposed
You've
to
been
get my
doing this for months. We've been trying to name this dog for what? 6 months? A year?
Probably so. But I was supposed to be getting the dog in December, but remember I had my surgery, so I wouldn't have been able to take him out and do all that. So
Okay.
I was like, I get the next litter. So the next litter was born in January. So I was supposed to be getting my baby last week. And
People have had babies faster than this process has gone.
we hope not.
I mean, Dee, I'm sorry.
That's all right. I just might wait till October and get a baby.
Well, this gives you time to come up
But
with
I gotta
a name.
find my baby a daddy. And that's what we're gonna do on the dating app. Who my baby daddy?
Okay. All right. We gonna find.
We gonna find him a daddy.
Okay.
Okay.
For those of you viewers who have no idea what we're talking about, we have been preparing and planning for this for a while. Stacy D is, because here's the problem. A lot of people struggle with the dating apps and trying to figure out how to set up a profile that's going to generate the attention that they want as opposed to the attention they don't want. And so we're going to tinker around with the dating apps and see if we can figure out what it takes, because I have noticed that my young clients have a lot of success with these dating apps. Like my young clients in their 20s end up in long-term relationships from the dating apps. And then I've noticed people in their 30s and 40s, it does not go well. So young people have figured out how this works. So I'm consulting with young people on how we're going to tweak your profile. But
So
today
what
we
did you
just
say?
going to
I'm
do
like
the profile.
25 or something? Okay, you like a little bit too much.
I know, I almost said something. I almost said
You like a
something.
little bit too much.
Okay, do you look 25?
I think I could pass.
See how
I
you set that up?
most definitely can pass for my like 30, because they always think that me and my children are brothers and sisters. So I most definitely be able to pass in my 30s.
Okay, so, but we're not going to put that on the profile, are we? We're
Well, I
not.
don't know. You just like somebody to be younger. No, I
Because
can't deal
at
with no
first you
young
wanted us to
kids.
catfish people, and we cannot do that.
Okay.
We're not catfishing people. Okay, so we're going
I
to.
done gave you some of my hottest pictures too, Mr. Walker. You got them on there?
Oh.
You listen. You better hope that Mr. Walker can pull this crap off. Period. Okay.
Am I doing the whole
The
thing?
Yeah! Like, we can do it right here.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Mr. Walker's gonna have to type in the information.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
Okay.
Making me-
Okay, just like the
making me a
professor
party to
do.
this crime.
Oh yes.
You're part of the
Yes.
crime.
And I'm going to be
Find
setting up.
Stacy D a man.
We're doing 3 or 4 profiles. I'm gonna be
Oh,
setting
wow.
up another one. I'm just gonna duplicate what you and Mr. Walker are doing on the other
Okay,
one.
okay. Who's gonna be like manning these profiles? Because y'all know I don't have time. I got 5 jobs.
No, manning the profiles is a part of the process. I'll man the one that I'm setting up for you, but you gotta
Mr.
go on
Walker, are you gonna be manning?
Oh Lord, Mr. Walker ain't got time.
Okay, so,
Mr. Walker.
okay, y'all know JP's gonna go on a date with me. He's gonna be him and Nadine and
Gonna
the
be hiding in
baby.
the cut.
We'll have Nadine and the baby. And Sasha
But
gonna be
we
like,
don't want
Auntie
anybody-
Stacy.
We don't want anybody to know because we don't want the guys to be uncomfortable. So we gonna be across the restaurant recording.
Okay.
And yeah.
And yeah, get ready, because I'm going to be having me some hot dresses. I got a whole lot of them in the closet.
Pull
You know
your hot
how you was
dresses out.
buying stuff out through COVID? Now I get to pull them out. Uh-oh, I got to go to the gym some more.
Okay. What? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about my hot dresses. You know?
Oh, yeah.
I might go to the gym a little bit more.
Okay, so I'm excited for us to get to this, and the young people I'm consulting with are going to help us to tweak the profiles. So those of you out there who are doing this along with us, trying this out for the first time perhaps, we're going to have some tips from young people.
Am I going to put my real name on there?
Yes, we're not catfishing people. I keep trying to tell her.
You know how my
we're not
name is.
catfishing people.
Well, everybody know my name. Everybody know my name.
Well, you can give you don't have to give your whole name.
Okay.
Just
Can I be called Sugar?
what? How about just? I was thinking Stacy D. Like, what do you that?
Okay.
I don't know how the profiles look. I don't know if you have to have a last name on there. Do you?
Sugar Love.
Let's ask Mr. Walker. Mr. Walker probably been married 100 years.
Oh, that was
I mean, like, this is my first time doing this, so it's like interesting.
Have you ever seen a profile?
And no, I didn't never have to. I mean, I can go to Quick Trip and.
Stacy D, don't do that. Okay, our viewers out there, Stacy D is not trying to insinuate that there's
Oh no, I'm not.
anything wrong with using these dating
It's not
apps because
anything.
people finding love.
Yeah, they finding love. I want to find
through-
love too.
Okay, we gonna figure out how to find love.
I want love
okay?
to find me. I am a prize.
A person does not have to be in their 20s in order to find love through these dating apps. We're going to figure this mess out. Okay, so that's coming up. All right. What's your check-in? Oh, the dog.
The dog.
Yes.
No, Dream number one.
Please don't name the next dog Dream.
I like Dream.
I really was not particularly fond of that name. What happened to your kings and queens and all of them names?
Queenie. I mean, I like Queenie.
I like
Queenie and
those
Dream.
royalty names. Can you go back to the royalty names?
I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'm gonna let the grandkids figure it out.
Okay.
Sometimes they don't be wanting to be bothered though, but.
Well, everybody wants to be bothered with the naming process. Okay, Dream is okay. Dream's not bad, but I mean, a dog died named Dream. Aren't you supposed to get a different name with a dog died?
No, because she doesn't call the dogs. Every time I told her what I was naming them, she's like, well, I don't do that. So they just go around calling the dogs dog. Dog 1, dog 2, dog 3, I guess. I don't know.
Poor dog didn't even know his name.
Didn't even know his name.
Died without a
She
name.
didn't even know his name.
Oh, she died without a name. Okay, my check-in. I'm going to do a really brief check-in. Stacy D. Now, first, let's talk about, because you have your home health gear on, okay?
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
And I'm assuming that you also bill Medicaid for your home
Yes, I
health
do.
care company, okay?
Yes, I do. And I do private pay.
And private pay, okay. I want to address the Medicaid lie, but it does not apply to the D.
Thank you.
Okay, the Medicaid lie. Here's the Medicaid lie. The lie that is presented to society, to the public, is that clients on Medicaid have the same access to healthcare services and get the same quality of healthcare services as everyone else, and that's a bald-faced lie. And here's the reason why it is a bald-faced lie. It is a lie because Medicaid has a consistent pattern of denying payments, which puts practitioners in a position, experienced practitioners, in a position of saying, I cannot continue to see Medicaid clients because these fools do not pay.
Or if they do pay, they'll want to pay you 50%.
Right, or if they pay you 100%, they're going to audit you later and take back a large percentage of what they paid you. And so your ultimate hourly rate ends up far less than what it should be. Now, the regular insurance companies, I'm talking about just therapy right now, the regular insurance companies require a therapist to not only be degreed, but to have their clinical license, which takes 2 to 3 years of supervised practice to get that. And then you have to practice an additional 5 years to be on a regular insurance panel. So those clients who have jobs and they pay for insurance, they get experienced clinicians, whereas Medicaid, you can be fresh out of school.
The thoughts, opinions, and statements expressed on
You
this.
still have your cap and gown on and just start doing a
Wait a
session
minute,
with
you don't
somebody
even have to have a license. You can get a temporary license.
and just start working. But so, you know, you're not going to get the seasoned practitioners, but the problem is they do. Last year, Kansas Medicaid, a company by the name of Aetna who has a contract, they denied $19,000 in payments to me.
Whoa.
In just last year. That doesn't count the year before. They didn't pay during the whole pandemic. So I have been in a position where after 20-something years, I have got to stop accepting Medicaid.
Or stop accepting Aetna.
I stopped accepting Aetna. I stopped accepting
United.
Sunflower.
I like Sunflower. Sunflower is really
Sunflower
good.
denied payments. They insisted that a client had seen like 3 or 4 therapists in a day and said they refused to pay for months of her therapy. This client had never been in therapy before. She's like, how would I have time to see 3 or 4 clients a day? And so they were saying she can't duplicate services. She's seeing several therapists a day. I'm like, the woman has called and told you all that she was only seeing me 1 hour a week. So I cut them out years ago. But I also cut out all the Missouri Medicaid providers because all these Medicaid providers owe me money. The only one that I still work with
good on your
is
taxes.
Kansas United. How does it look good on my taxes? Taxes don't give a crap about. Uncle Sam don't care where the money
but
comes
it's
from.
a deduction though. It's a loss.
No. Therapists don't get to, when you are denied payment, you don't get to write that off because Uncle Sam is like, well, you need to get the money and pay taxes on the money in order to write it off. Money that you never got, you didn't pay taxes on, you just didn't get paid.
What?
Wow.
That's how that works. Yes. And so this is the Medicaid line. This is the reason why clients on Medicaid struggle to find providers, and they have to go to the community mental health center, where a therapist at the community mental health center is going to have a couple of hundred clients on their caseload. And
But that's where we got our experience from, though, JP.
that is where we got our experience from. But the
from.
reason why the mental health center is not doing much therapy is because they don't have enough therapists to
No,
meet
they
the
don't.
needs.
They don't.
So,
Because they don't want to pay their therapist neither.
well, they don't want to. Some of them.
Agree.
Because some pay well. Johnson County pays well.
Yeah, Johnson
and
County.
I heard that Swope pays well. We're not
Swope
going to
pays
name the
pretty
one
well.
that, yeah, they pay pretty well.
The one that JP and I
Don't say
got our tutelage from was garbage. But because it was in the core,
the
I
urban
think
core.
we got our best experience from that.
You do get your best
Get your
experience
best
because
experience.
you end up
Dealing
seeing a
with
little bit
everything.
of everything. But the problem for the clients is if you're having a mental health emergency, you can't wait like 2-3 months in between your therapy appointments because the therapist is too full to see you.
That's true.
And so I'm feeling kind of bad because there's certain therapists, African American male therapists, who for years have referred clients to me because they stopped taking Medicaid years ago, thought I was a fool for continuing with them, and now I have to join the ranks of these therapists who do not, and I'm trying to figure out who to refer these clients to who
I will be
have
doing
Medicaid.
case management in probably the next 6 to 7 months, though. With
Well,
SCD.
well, that's-
6 to 7 months, I'll be able to do cancer management with SCD.
So I'm presenting this.
And they better pay me my money, because I will go up to Topeka and be knocking on doors.
Well, they're not gonna pay you all of your money. That's
I know
the
they're not gonna pay me out, but I can take some of the loss.
Okay.
But not know, you just added up about $80,000.
The solution to this is for Medicaid clients to have a voice and to address, hey, just because we're on Medicaid does not mean that we deserve to be put in a position where we cannot find practitioners, healthcare practitioners, to work with us because you people won't pay them.
Won't pay them.
So that's my check-in. Let's get to mental health and illness
In the news.
The thoughts, opinions, and statements expressed on this show are not the thoughts, opinions, and statements of KUAW LPFM 98.5.
But this is really mental health and illness. This is in the media, and it's on the mental health side. I stumbled across a docuseries called 1619.
The thoughts, opinions, and statements expressed on this show are not the thoughts, opinions, and statements of KUAW LPFM 98.5.
1619, the year 1619 is the year that the very first slaves showed up on American soil. It was 20 slaves that showed up at initially.
And it was an accident, wasn't it?
No, well, they took them from a ship that was from some other country.
Yeah, because they had been doing it before they started in America.
And initially, what they said is that, well, they're not going to be slaves, they're going to be indentured servants.
Indentured servants.
They're going to work for free for a while, and then we promise we're going to set them free, which is a load of crap.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what I like about 1619, this docuseries that I suggest that everyone, if you have time, check this out. I always hated history as a kid. I hated history until I got to college and took my first Black history course. But up until like in high school, I hated history because I always felt like there was gaps in the history.
The
Like
thoughts,
we were
opinions,
not
and statements
really
expressed on this show
including
are not the thoughts,
history.
opinions, and
What I
statements
like about
of KUAW
1619
LPFM
is that it presents
98.5.
the history,
The thoughts,
but it
opinions, and
fills in
statements
the gaps.
expressed on this show
And that's
are not the
beautiful.
thoughts,
Let me give
opinions,
you
and
an
statements
example.
of KUAW LPFM 90.
Well, I went to all Black private school, and we had history all the time.
And y'all had Black history.
And we had
most likely.
Black history.
Okay.
It was like most definitely.
But the regular schools in the hood were not teaching.
They wasn't teaching that.
No. Are you kidding me? And so, take a look at this. Let's take
Okay, let me hear it.
in 1619, in the docuseries, they talked about in 1776, Thomas Jefferson, at the age of 33, set out to write the Declaration of Independence. Now, that's the story that they teach in history class. What they didn't teach is that when he went to do it, he took a slave with him who was a 15-year-old, and this slave was his wife's brother. He owned his brother-in-law. The wife's father had been out in the cabin.
What they always do.
Is what they do. And so he sets out to write the Declaration of Independence. The verbiage that he was using and that they were using is that they needed to be free from reign under the crown because they were enslaved. They basically, while owning slaves, were saying we need to be set free from the English crown because you are enslaving us. And so opponents to breaking free confronted the hypocrisy and said, you fools own slaves. If you own slaves and you're saying that you're enslaved under the English crown, you've got to be kidding me. And so one opposer wrote to Benjamin Franklin suggesting that he, quote, ask the people who are actually enslaved what slavery is like. Which means, fool, stop running around saying that you're enslaved and you are.
You don't know nothing. That's what they say now. You don't know nothing about that life.
Right. And so as he's drafting the Declaration of Independence, he's aware of the hypocrisy. And so in his original draft, this was not taught in school either, he included a passage where he blamed the King of England for introducing slavery to the colonies, and even called slavery a crime. He said that the King of England was responsible. That's who's responsible for us committing this act of slavery. All these slaves we have here, it's not our fault. The king made us do it. And so he blamed it on the King of England, said that's who's responsible, and quote unquote, it was not our doing. Well, of course, when it got to the Continental Congress and they saw that passage, they immediately said, you are striking this from your, because we're not getting rid of our slaves. That's the first thing we're not going to do. So this statement that you got in here, this little passage about get rid of it. And so
they did.
And he got rid of it. And so the war took place, the war was won, and so now they were in a position of trying to write the country's new constitution that would declare all these rights and freedoms while also continuing the institution of slavery. So the hypocrisy continued. So what they did was they wrote the Constitution. What in the world? Why are we jamming? Was that Stevie Wonder?
I'm not touching
I
it.
think.
I already started the
I
hour.
need you to fire Mr. Walker again.
He don't understand.
The least Mr. Walker could do is play Patti LaBelle if he's gonna interrupt this.
Sasha knows about Patty.
Even my baby know about Mr. Walker. Can you play Patty next time?
No.
Okay,
Stevie is
I'm like, do I hear Stevie Wonder? Okay, and so they wrote the Constitution, and purposely they wrote it in a way professing all these freedoms and a government by the people, for the people, and left out the term slavery because they were not including the slaves, of course, and they felt like, no, we are financially dependent upon slavery. We're not abolishing it. We're not getting rid of it. And so that hypocrisy just continues. In this docuseries, they present a lot of really shocking information, including some shocking information about Abraham Lincoln that I ain't even gonna spoil it.
Oh, I know a lot of things about Abe.
You know some bad things about Abe. There's some good things about Abe as well.
And bad and everything.
But I struggle to believe what was presented about Abraham Lincoln, but they pulled actual quotes from his speeches to basically say, no, this is what he said. And so this docuseries is presented by the New York Times. And so I am definitely suggesting that, everybody check that out. Okay, we have a bonus segment that is Black History in the Making. And so, once we get through this, it's time to get to the D's profile, because D is ready for love.
Ready for love? Oh, that's ready. Can't say that. Oprah Benegadas.
About being ready for love?
Yeah,
Wow.
she has a whole
She got something
series.
against love?
No, she has a series called that, Ready for Love.
Does she?
Yeah.
Doing what?
Nephew Tommy is the host of it. Yeah, and he gets
Really?
like 20, and it's 20 black single women, 20 black single men.
It's a reality show.
It's a who?
It's a reality show.
It's a reality show, yeah. Ready for Love.
Interesting. Let's talk about reality shows for a minute, just real quick. I stumbled upon a reality show called Too Hot to Handle, and
I don't even want to know what it's about.
it's dating. It's a dating show where they take all these young people and there's $100,000 pot. They get them there, and these are people who are promiscuous people, okay? Like, they show up ready to have sex. They like, point me at somebody and I'm gonna post
Bam, bam, bam.
Right. And so they break the news to them that you will be docked money if you kiss, fondle, or have any intercourse. Like, a kiss costs $3,000 from the $100,000 pot. Sex costs $20,000. Fondling and all that, rubbing and groping and twisting, and is $16,000. And so, of course, as the show's going on, this money is quickly evaporating.
I know it is.
Oh, the money was gone. But what I
And they
noticed,
all in one house.
yes. Here's what stood out to me, though. Oh, Mr. Walker, he's probably getting your profile ready.
No.
No,
Okay, because I'm trying to figure out what we're looking at right now. And so, what I noticed is that there was this gentleman on there. He happened to be African American, but this isn't related to race. He almost lost his girl. He had formed a connection, kinda. He almost lost her because he couldn't open up and express his feelings, and he wouldn't let her in. What I noticed is that he fully bonded with one of the fellow male contestants. Like, he's pouring out his heart to this fool, okay? They hugging for 10, 11 seconds straight. I'm like, there is a pattern that some men have where they easily let their guard down with their boys, but not with their women. And that is what I noticed on the show. And of course, they didn't address it because, you know, they're not looking at things from a therapeutic perspective. But I was like, he is struggling to connect with this woman, but he done made a best friend. He let him in immediately. And so if people put the same amount of effort and energy into their friendships that they put into their romantic relationships, they might have as much success romantically as they have in their regular friendships, because regular friendships outlast marriages. 50% of marriages end in divorce. 50% of friendships do not end. Like, most people I know, how long you and Michelle been friends?
Over 20 years.
You see? And
We done fell out now. Don't get it twisted.
y'all still ride or die.
We still right. Even if we was fell out at the time we was falling out. Look, you just ain't gonna sit up here and talk about my friend to me.
Right.
Who you think you are?
Exactly. People,
Hey,
you see that level of energy and passion in friendship, but a lot of times people are quicker and let their guard down easier with their friends, but romantically they do not do so, and everybody wonders, well, why are my romantic relationships not lasting 20, 30, and 40 years like my friendships? Well, you're not putting the same energy into it. That's the reason why. All right. So, Black history in the making. This is what's going on. The current debate, and this is so complicated, I'm not even totally sure I'm going to be able to explain it well, but it's
statements expressed on this show are not the thoughts, opinions, and statements of KUAW.
Are we the only ones that can hear that?
98.5.
No.
No, everybody's hearing
Could you
this.
please talk to Mr. Walker?
I can't. We already started.
Put the disclaimer out there before you get into that.
Oh, he was doing our disclaimer.
Oh,
Thank
okay.
you.
Because we do need a disclaimer.
We need a disclaimer in the beginning of every show. How about that?
I'm gonna start.
Okay.
Take cover.
Because we never know what the D is going to say. We don't want to be censored again. We did get in trouble with censorship.
And I was not on the show that day.
Mr. Walker, just being careful. Keep like, oh, what they about to talk
And I
about.
was not on the show. It was not my show.
We about to talk about something. This is the current debate is over critical race theory.
CRT.
Yes. Now, let me first define it, okay? According to the dictionary,
Please do.
critical race theory is a legal analysis based on the premise that race is not a natural, biologically grounded feature of physically distinct subgroups of human beings, but
What does that
rather,
mean?
okay, well, okay, hold on, I'm explaining. I'm explaining. But let me read the rest, because the
Okay.
rest kind of makes a little
Brings
bit
it all
more sense.
together. Okay, come on.
It's not a natural, biologically grounded feature of physically distinct subgroups of human beings. We are not born naturally separating ourselves based upon race. It's not in natural human nature to do so.
It's not a natural human nature.
So issues around race are socially constructed, culturally invented, as a category used to oppress and exploit people of color, quote unquote. So it's not a natural thing to separate ourselves by race. It was created by man. And it says, quote, critical race theorists hold that racism is inherent in law and legal institutions of the U.S. to create and maintain social, economic, and political inequalities between whites and non-whites, especially African Americans. Basically, what critical race theory means is that mankind developed the separation based upon race so that one race could advance itself
More
over
superior.
another.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the institutional racism, they set up the system in that manner, which goes back to what I was talking about that is being presented in this docuseries 1619. What the docuseries presents is all the ways in which racism has been ingrained into our legal system and just the founding of the country and how it functions. Okay, so the debate is over because they're starting to teach critical race theory in the schools, and conservatives are opposed to it, and their opposition says, well, you're creating racism by teaching that racism exists. You're creating it. And so what the teachers and the educators' perspective is, they're trying to help students identify and analyze race and ethnic inequality and how it affects their lives. It's like, no, we want people to understand the effects of racism. That's the step that needs to be taken in the direction of eliminating it. Because it's been going on since the country was founded.
Since the country was founded.
Yes. And so the goal is to address issues around race and ethnicity and creating a safe environment for minority students.
Safe environment.
And so politically, this is a current debate that is going on, and we don't really know what direction it's going to go in. But they're talking about doing such things as, avoiding culturally biased exams, creating a safe environment for minority students, just taking a look at the educational system and making necessary changes so that everyone can thrive. So that's Black history in the making. We just have to see how this ends up panning out. All right, Stacy D.
Let's do it.
Let's hope that Mr. Walker is ready to set up your profile.
I don't know. He's playing on his phone over there.
He's playing on his phone and he's playing Stevie Wonder.
We done heard Stevie Wonder.
Well, I'll tell y'all. Now, okay, Black is not on the PC. It's only from the phone.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
Okay, and that's Black B-O-K. Okay. How about one of the other ones that he gave you? He gave you about
I
5.
can share my phone on the screen.
Oh, can
you
you?
can.
Yeah, that's what.
Oh,
that's
wonderful.
Y'all
Okay.
hitting on me.
Okay.
Oh, is that what you was doing over there playing? Okay.
Now, here's the other options, Stacy D, because
I'm
we
listening.
doing more than the profile that Stacy D and Mr. Walker are talking about is
Oh, I got
BLK,
another picture I want to give to.
which BLK is, what does it just stand for? Black
I don't know.
Black love? What?
Black love.
Okay.
But I don't discriminate.
You're the one that found
I love all my brothers.
BLK
My
dating.
brown, my European, my Asian, my
Okay.
Hawaiian. I love Hawaiian brothers.
Okay, well, good, because we mixing this up. We're not just doing this Black dating site, but it does say dating for Black singles. Okay, I sent a link to you and Mr. Walker so that you can just click on the links and have the apps on your phone as well. So, Mr. Walker is setting up that one. Here are the other options. Okay, there is Tinder, the regular Tinder, Tinder, so that's going to give you a little bit of diversity, okay, Stacy D. But there's also a black Tinder, and it's spelled different. It's spelled Tender. Now hold on, D, because you already got the black app, and then I think we should do a comparison between Tinder and black Tinder.
So do both of those?
Let's do both of those. All right?
I'm for it.
So let me start though. Let's start with the regular Tinder. And I'm just going to duplicate what you and Mr. Walker come up with. Does that sound okay, D?
Sound good to me.
Okay, I'm creating your account. Okay.
Mr. Walker, I just gave you another picture.
I see the pictures. That ain't the problem.
Ow.
I can put your picture up there.
Okay.
I really want to use.
But I wanted to
I really wish I could use your. Oh yeah.
Use the cognitions.
Okay. Hold on. Oh
Yeah, I got
yes.
your image.
There we go.
That's not me.
Okay. Mr. Walker, how you doing with this?
Not well. I'm wrestling this.
And Stacy D, you need to be setting up one on your phone right
Okay,
now.
come on.
Why don't you set up that black Tinder on your phone?
Okay.
Yeah, I might pull one of the other ones myself. Let's see.
It takes a while to set these things up. That's why it's hard to find love. You gotta go through a whole lot to set this up.
Yeah.
Okay, Stacy D, here are the agreements. Let me know if you agree or disagree. And those of you out there, our listeners, please, if you're setting up right now, you need to be agreeing to these things also. First thing, you have to be yourself. This is regular Tinder. This is not the black Tinder, okay? Be yourself. Make sure that your photos,
No catfish.
you just almost knocked that whole monitor off of there. Stacy, can you be still?
Okay. Okay, everybody know I'm really going through something. You know, it's 2:50. I'm about at my limit here.
Oh my goodness. Okay, make sure that your photos, age, and bio are true to who you are.
Who you are.
Next agreement, you agree to that, D?
I agree.
Next agreement, you need to stay safe. Don't be too quick to give out personal information. Do you agree to stay safe?
Agree.
Yes. Next agreement, play it cool. This is exactly what it says, play it cool. Okay, they're very casual on these dating apps. Play it cool. Respect others and treat them as you would like to be treated. See, they bringing out the word right now, okay?
Okay. Hey, Charles, you 2 miles away. I done got on BLK, y'all. I'm cool. I don't like you.
Wow, you set up that
I went
fast?
to school with him.
Wait a minute.
I went to school with him. Where went to school with him?
How did you get that app set up so fast, D?
I don't know. I just did.
They didn't ask for any agreement.
No,
or nothing. You
They
just-
wanted my email. I downloaded it from the Apple Store.
Okay, everyone, she's looking at men right now. She's already looking at
I
men.
just found one of my classmates. Hi.
I haven't even gotten through the agreements on Tinder.
He a little too young for me.
Hold on. Okay, we got one more thing you got to agree to on this Tinder. Be proactive. Always report bad behavior. So I'm going to put that you agree.
Ugh.
Are we using Stacy?
We sure can.
Okay. Stacy D? Can
Yeah.
we say Stacy D?
You don't believe what I used on BLK.
What'd you use?
Sasha. Sasha Pool.
You are catfishing people right
No, I'm not. Put my own paper. I'm put my own thing up.
Oh, okay. D, they want your birthday.
10/13. I don't have to put the year, do I? It's a year before yours.
Okay.
Hey, Dre. Hey, Dre.
Oh, and I was gonna say let's use a different birthday, but we just agreed to be
No catfish. I already did my
honest.
name.
So let me see. Okay. Suki. I'm still jumping through Tinder hoops, and you are looking at men.
I sure am. Wow. But okay, now I gotta figure out how you say something to them. Ooh.
Okay. Gender, you're female.
Look at this. This is terrible. Look at this.
Okay. Now,
Ooh.
don't.
That's not
please
cute.
Go.
Next.
He's only 22. That fool
Look at this. This is
he
my
ain't
age.
been
Look how
22
he
in
looks.
22 years. The previous guy has not been 22 in 22 years.
Okay, you guys. So right now I am on Black BLK, and
Oh, this is interesting.
so Mr. Walker, have you done anything yet?
Hold up.
Yeah.
Oh, they
Hold
also asked me, do I want women or men? Heck no.
Hold on. But we want our viewers to know what all the options are because we have male viewers who are probably following along with us and checking this out. And you get to select up to 3 orientations, okay?
I only need to select one.
So you can select straight and gay
How can you be straight and gay?
and lesbian.
And lesbian? Wait, it's a problem. Straight is fine enough for me.
Okay, listen to this. Here are the options. You can select up to 3. Straight, gay, lesbian, bisexual, asexual. Now it gets interesting. Demisexual. I have no idea. Mr. Walker, we need you to look up demisexual.
You need to Google
and
demisexual.
pansexual.
Pansexual?
And, there's more. And then there's queer and questioning. And then they give you the option of showing your orientation on your profile. So for Stacy D, we're just going to go with regular old
Oh,
straight.
look at that one.
The D ain't trying. Wow. The D is not trying to do all these other things. But I'm going to take a screenshot because for next week's show, we're going to look up these terms. Because although we covered, for Pride Month, we covered a lot of these terms.
That's not sexy.
Wait a minute. I think
know him?
that's one of my clients' husbands.
And the pot thickens.
Why?
Wow.
Why is he? I'm going to hope that's not him.
Want me to take a screenshot?
We are going to, for Pride Month, we defined a lot of these terms, but they have added a new one that I'm unfamiliar with, which is demisexual.
I haven't heard of that one.
Okay, so we have to figure out what that is, but right now we need to keep rolling to get D set up. I'm choosing for them to show you men. Oh, passions. Okay. Let everyone know what you're passionate
Oh, that
about.
stuff went on BLK.
BLK, I'm a little nervous about BLK because you entered your name and they showing you a bunch of men.
Well, Sasha,
And we just identified a married man.
you look very GQ though, don't you? Just like my style.
What do you click on him if you're interested?
I don't know how to do all that.
Click on him. Did you read the directions?
No, I just got on in. I just jumped in.
Okay, D, I'm going to go through this list and you let me know what to check as your passions, okay? And those of you viewers out there, I hope you're following along and clicking your passions because this helps you to connect with someone who shares passions with you. See, BLK isn't even trying to match you up with people who are similar to you. They just threw a bunch of men at you. So, I'm a little leery about that one, D. And this Tinder site is very thorough. Okay, Stacy D, do you ski?
I will.
Your passion means you do these things.
Okay, we on my passion. Okay, you can put it up here in the middle, JP.
Okay, you're supposed to be.
I'm done with that.
Okay, because they're a little scary. Skiing, snowboarding. Are you a foodie?
No.
You love food. We both
But if you
love
put
food.
foodie, they be thinking you a big girl. I'm not a big girl. I'm in between girl.
Okay. Festivals, CrossFit, Instagram. Why is
You
Instagram
Instagram model.
Oh,
Put me down
you want to put
Instagram.
that? Okay.
Instagram
Okay,
model.
so the D is an Instagram model.
And when I work out, I do CrossFit training.
CrossFit. These are gonna be people who are intensely doing it, passionately.
That's all right. He could just be working. Okay.
D.
He's messing up the profile.
Okay, I'm gonna put it, but
Baking, you know,
you need
I
to
love
be
baking.
prepared. Somebody gonna have you hurting working out. Baking,
Mhm.
okay. Climbing, running, traveling, language exchange, whatever that may be. Blogging, movie. You like movies?
Yeah, okay.
Let's do movies. Golf, plant-based. Are you plant-based?
Hell no.
You probably just had
I even love a little
fat
perfume.
back last night.
Exactly.
Okay, tattoos,
Mm-mm.
vegan photography,
Mm-mm.
reading, surfing,
Mm-mm.
writer,
Mm-mm.
sports, vegetarian, athlete,
Mm-mm.
coffee, fashion.
Fashion.
People are passionate about coffee. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I get well, and you can go on a date to get
A
some
coffee
coffee.
house.
Okay,
Mhm.
karaoke. Do you like karaoke? Don't you?
No.
Oh, okay, okay. You ain't got good vocals.
Mm-mm.
Okay, you grab a drink. Well, you don't drink.
Mm-mm.
You're not a gamer. Ooh, mental health and awareness.
Okay, go.
Bam, there we go. Oh, come on.
I
Ooh,
want to do it.
it don't believe you. It does not believe you. It's not allowing that to be checked. Why not? We can't check it. Astrology, LGBTQ, spirituality.
That's me. Okay, maybe we done did too many. Take off CrossFit.
Oh, they limit them. Okay, let's
Take
get
off
rid of
CrossFit.
CrossFit
Okay.
and replace it with mental health awareness.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
Mhm.
Now let's look at.
Take off
Let's
movies
get rid of movies.
and do spiritual.
Spirituality. Okay. Voter rights, climate change, cooking,
Mm-mm.
soccer, dancing, gardening, feminism, art, DIY, politics, cycling, museums, outdoors, shopping, activism, picnicking. You like picnic, don't you?
Mm-mm.
Comedy,
Mm-mm.
brunch, music, Netflix.
I like brunch, but we probably did too many.
We have to get rid of something. Is there one that you want to get rid of?
Take off bacon.
Get rid of
Okay, take
Instagram.
off Instagram then.
That ain't serious. Instagram. Okay. What do you want to replace it with? Netflix, military, Disney, secondhand apparel, Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
You want that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Road trips, dog lover. You want
No,
dog lover?
I'm not a dog lover. I love
We've
my
been
dog.
naming a dog for.
I love
6
my
months.
dog. I'm not a dog lover.
Okay. Country music, craft, beer.
Oh, I do like it, but it's one country song.
One is not enough.
Oh.
Football, swimming, tea, board games, trivia, volunteering, environmentalism, hiking, wine, vlogging, cat lover, working out, yoga, fishing. Okay.
That's
So,
all the things.
Stacy D's, and she's being honest here. You're left with baking, fashion, mental health awareness, spirituality, and Black Lives Matter. Ooh, photos.
Did I send them to y'all?
No. Send the photos.
Okay.
Text them, and then I'm gonna save them to my gallery and upload them, and then it's time to. We're almost out of time though. But the Black app had you almost
I was
on a
about to
date
go on a
today. And I don't know what's going on back there with Mr. Walker. Mr. Walker, which app are you setting up for the
I'm getting ready to install Black now, but
I already got black.
No, she already got Black.
Well, let me get all this time.
Black was instant. Mr. Walker is taking 20 minutes. She put Black didn't ask any questions.
Joe didn't.
Black just wanted to know if you was Black and then here are the men.
I think I had about 5 questions.
Well, I
About 5
canceled it.
questions.
Ah,
Can you go ahead?
I already texted them to you.
Is okay. I was kind of wanting you. Were there any men on Black that you want to hit up? Let's hit up somebody.
Okay, what my stuff thing
Let's hit up
here?
somebody, and then we're gonna wrap up the show
yeah.
real quick, D.
But I'll do
I
it
got
all.
black.
It don't matter who the fool is, okay? I'm just kidding.
Well, I got my phone linked to there though,
Okay.
so you can see.
There was that one guy that you. I thought
Him.
you.
Okay, but I don't know how to hit him up.
Hit him up. Okay.
KB. KB.
Okay.
Hi.
The symbols that they have is a crown, a heart, and a lightning bolt. Which,
Okay, maybe I could do right there.
what did you do?
I don't know.
I think you were supposed to hit the heart. Let's go with the heart
There we go.
and see what happens. Hit the heart.
Oh, he almost naked.
What happened with you hitting
I don't
that
know.
heart?
I did hit the heart. I put the heart on there and laughed. So I guess the heart is telling him that I'm interested. I'm feeling him.
These fools don't even tell you how this app works.
Okay, but we're going to
Thank
deal
you
with it next
for
week.
joining us.
Whoa, there go all my pictures.
There you are.
Can everybody
go.
see it?
No, I'm trying to download. I got to download it to my computer now.
Okay.
All right. You should have used a picture from the show.
I
There we are.
did.
We hired a photographer and
I did.
That ain't the same thing.
Sure,
That's
I sent you the pictures too. Something's wrong with my phone.
I need you to say, I'm going to use one of your pictures from the show.
I did. Look. Oh, this is a picture from the show. Try again.
She gonna get
Then I did this
mad.
picture. Look.
Is that one that you just sent me?
Yes.
Perfect. Because I like that picture. That's a good picture.
Well, that's
Send that one.
I did.
Okay.
And then not the one in my
Can all the viewers see that? Because you almost naked right there.
Well, I
Do
just-
we need some stickers to cover things up?
None at all. None at all.
Thank you everyone for joining us today. And remember, worry about nothing.
And pray about everything.
We are going to continue this next week, and the
We'll have some more fun.
the D's gonna be going on
Oh,
dates.
I
next
hope I get a date by Monday. Oh, Super Bowl. I don't even know who's in it, but have fun on
Black
Sunday.
is gonna have you on a date tonight.
For
As
real.
fast as they move. All right, everyone, take care. God bless.
Bye-bye now.
All right, let's see.
Okay, I need to find these